Let's just divide this country into looters and the looted. Looters and the looted. So looters are those people greeting each other in Shaweri, those ones who want to go to AU, all of them, they're just looters. We put them in one group and we put them in one bag and let them be looters. Then we call ourselves as looted. These looted people can unite together and they have the numbers. And that under that number of mobilization, you can destabilize these people, all of them. I was a professor in Strathmore for 12 years. I was an academic director. I was in a very senior position. And I was so heartbroken by the fact that Ruto was going to become president. I started fighting this war before the election. And after the election, I knew the country was in trouble. And I just risked my position by really saying the truth that the economic model that everything else Ruto was planning was not good for this country. And I say that Ruto is grossly incompetent and grossly corrupt and essentially corrupt. So I was called upon to withdraw those statements in public. If not, I lose my job, and I lost it. Since that day, any other place I was making money, all letters went there. Ruto called Strathmore and told them to fire me before he can ever stay foot in Strathmore. And Strathmore did so. Strathmore University, with all the accolades you guys think about. When Strathmore called me and told me about how they want to fire me, show cause letters, I told them you're making a big mistake because in Harvard, professors expressed their opinion. You saw the election that has happened in the US. Some businessmen went and supported Trump. Some supported Joe Biden. No one has been victimized. But in Kenya, we victimize people just because of their stance. All Kenyans still see you as a politician when you are calling out the state. In the US, when you call out the state, they'll just use someone who is a citizen expressing his own opinion or her opinion. So it's very sad that people behave like that. And then the president knew the position I was holding in Strathmore was powerful. I was sitting on around 3.5 billion shillings. And he replaced me with his son-in-law. Imagine the president sending his son-in-law to replace a Kenyan. The son-in-law is a Nigerian. But Kenyans are just quiet about it. No one saw something wrong with it. I lost that job. For 2 years, I've not been at work, but I never gave up. I've been using personal resources. Personal. No one has ever sent me money for everything I've been doing with the issue of activism, going to court. No one has ever given me money. If there's anybody who has given me money, let them say. So the issue of resources here is all about personal sacrifices that people want to make. So you have been fired, you are going to do activism, you cannot make money. Any government that used to give me money, I used to be a consultant for Kera, for Kura, for Kenya. All of them were told never to give me any job at the water. All the accounts where you are pre-qualified, they were told to cancel everything. And things went very bad. Now, when I was thinking that this was the issue, I was to launch a book called Solomonic. I'm just trying to tell you how independent institutions, there is no independent institution in Kenya. I talked to professors in USIU. They said, yeah. Then later, they said this book called Solomonic is a political. Days are the same. Kenyatta University the same. Even Multimedia University the same. So if even universities cannot allow an economic book to be launched that will challenge the president. So guys, I'm telling you how far we are as a society. And eventually, I launched my book live on KTN using KTN Boardroom to launch the book. But that is what Miguna has gone through as well. We could see all this happening when I was unaware in politics. I was just seeing things on the screen. But now I can relate to exactly what some of the people who have gone through. So the problem in Kenya is that there is no independent institutions. And if you take a political position in this country, or you take not a political position, if you take a position against any establishments, you suffer. And that's why some of the people who are in our revolution are joining them, and others are also being sent. Paul Kagame is here, and I know we are the group, we have Kenya Bora to Itakaya. We talk there. When you want to push someone to action, people don't want action. People just want talk, chats, forwards. And I'm beginning to be sick about what people just forward chats and no action. The proposal now to salvage Kenya, there are some very concrete solutions I've suggested, even in this forum. Hillary, I'm sure you're aware of some of them. But you see, the issue is just that we are our own enemy. Let me be honest that we are not united enough to stop Ruto. We are not united enough. Anybody telling you that you lack resources? No, you don't. You don't lack resources. You are not united enough. We don't need a lot. We just need a day. We don't need so many days. If one day people wake up and go to the CBD and close it down, how many much resources do you need? You just need energy to go to town. But here we have young people. Some of them, I meet them in this in this space. You see someone talking very passionately. When you chat to them, then they start asking you for money. Even in this space here, where we are talking right now. Even last time I was in one space with Asumta, I saw some young man who was talking very passionately. I followed up with him. All of a sudden, Professor, money, send me some money. It's people. We just need money. So this thing about money is a mentality that has to move in Kenya. So Dr. Miguna, I don't know what I can tell you. But Kenyans still think that they need an incentive to do something for their country. That is a bigger enemy than William Ruto. If we beat that enemy of someone trying to collect money from someone to do something for his own self, if we can beat that mentality, it's gone. Like sometimes Paul Kagame can say, I want to be president. Can you ask him, how much money do you have? What is your war chest? Those silly questions. How much money do you need to vote for the right candidate? Do you need money to vote for the right candidate? So the thing of money is a big problem. And in fact, we should first of all check ourselves. Those of us here, do we need money to do anything? Now, some of us, it is getting late. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm beginning my day early. But who is keep paying me money to be on this space? Some people are coming here to look for who can give money. Then they talk very passionately. Why don't you come here to transform your country? For me, I am so disappointed with that mentality. And if we don't beat that mentality, is the issue. Our attitude, our mentality is a bigger enemy than Ruto. And William Ruto knows that. He knows that we are our enemy. We are so divided. When Okiya Mtata says, I want to be president, oh, you cannot. When Paul Kagame will say, oh, I want to be one, oh, you cannot. Miguna, who is Miguna? What do you have? So Ruto listens to that and says, oh, so Ruto is adamant because even in 2027, he doesn't see an opponent. Because we will be the same people to help him finish the opponent. When Fred Ogolla says, I can be president, who are you? How much money do you have? So then William Ruto does not need to worry. He just needs to sleep pretty. Even I can tell you, he can set up the IBC and still win with our mentality. The mentality we had on June 25th was a totally different one. And let me tell you, people, some of you saw what happened. The work we have done since 2022 to make the 25th June successful was a lot of sacrifices that it even involved putting our life on the line. And that amount of mobilization, the people who actually did that work has not yet been acknowledged. People are just trying to say Gen Z in a crowd, but there are people who are working day and night, planning and strategizing and directing and giving direction and giving until the last minute when we entered parliament. So I would say that let's not ignore what some people have done. I'm very happy Kagame has appreciated Miguna, but I'm concerned about the mentality in Kenya. Let's just divide this country into looters and the looted. Looters and the looted. So looters are those people greeting each other in Shaweri, those ones who want to go to AU, all of them, they're just looters. We put them in one group and we put them in one bag and let them be looters. Then we call ourselves as looted. These looted people can unite together and they have the numbers. And that under that number of mobilization, you can destabilize these people, all of them.